If every immigrant worker vanished from the US tomorrow, the economy would instantly lose millions of workers and trillions of dollars in the future growth, showing just how much America's prosperity depends on immigration. Hello, my name is Rosa Valle, and my topic for today's speech is as follows. The positive impact of immigration on U.S. economic growth. Immigration drives U.S. economic growth by expanding the labor force, boosting innovation, and strengthening tax revenue that supports our communities. In a personal point of view, I would like to share with you how much immigrants and undocumented immigrants are much needed for U.S. economic growth. A few years ago, I had a business in the state of Maryland, and I started to experience how the government works. I applied for a bank loan because my business needed machinery to expand my operations and to make work sites less difficult for my employees. I went through the process of applying for a bank meeting some of the requirements. However, I was denied because of not having a U.S. credit that supports a loan to be issued. This is one of the limitations that immigrants business owners face, which impacts their business growth. Regardless of these obstacles, we are required to file taxes for our business. According to the American Immigration Council, there are over 1 million undocumented entrepreneurs who have their own business. The amount of money these business owners contribute to these countries is approximately 9 billion in taxes, which was researched in 2023. These funds go towards Medicaid, Medicare, food stamps, and Social Security, to mention a few. These funds are used for infrastructure, building of new schools, as well as for hospital needs for Americans and undocumented immigrants that do not have health insurance. Most funds are also not accessible for undocumented immigrants except for food stamps, as they are given to low income families by using their children's social security number and hospital needs. For an instance, in the emergency room, if you are in the need of surgery, vaccines, as well as for pregnant women in the need of regular checkups, medications, and at the time of labor, and times where someone needs to be hospitalized. These are a few that are accessible for undocumented immigrants. According to American Council, one of the direct ways immigrant business owners support the economy is through the labor force. For example, farms across the U.S. rely on undocumented immigrants for cropping goods to then be placed in stores for consumption. Construction of new schools, hospitals, and other government used buildings, and healthcare by providing the proper needs to patients, etc. At the beginning of this administration, we have seen mass deportations on these immigrants, and there has been a big impact on the agriculture area. In conclusion, our contribution to the U.S. economy is crucial and not a burden to the U.S. economy, but a vital source of growth, innovation, and resilience by meeting labor demands, creating new business, and contributing to social program. Immigrants help sustain America's prosperity as the nation looks towards the future. Embracing immigration as an economic asset rather than a challenge will be essential for maintaining social competitiveness and ensuring continued progress. Immigration is and always has been one of the United States' greatest engines of economic strength. Thank you.